So, this is Operations Officer Windfall in Seattle, Washington. Today is 5/5. Got that? 5/5. So anyway, as you're aware, since I sent this message to
Superfeed?
persons within the CIA, and therefore on to the President and other interested parties, it is my understanding from elements of Mossad and also the Russian Secret Service and other agencies, including MI6, that based on a weapon that was lost in October 2009, the terrorists have created a bomb capable of approaching the yield of Tsar Bomba, which had a nominal yield of 57 megatons, which is the largest explosion, man-made explosion ever. So, with that in mind, this new device, which was created from a pre-existing device that was lost in October 2009 in Boston, has a novel technology I call a multiplier. It's a very, very sophisticated way of increasing the yield of basically a fairly tactical nuclear weapon, fairly a large yield. That's the same. The nominal yield for the device that was lost in 2009 was 30 kilotons, but it's been multiplied, of course, to a very fantastic yield of approximately 50 megatons. If this device were used, let's say in Moscow, used on Moscow, the Russians would basically consider it a threat, and their most immediate adversary would be the United States, and they would probably launch a full-scale attack against the United States, which would, of course, cause the United States to launch a full-scale retaliatory strike against Russia, and then all hell breaks loose, and the world ends. End of story. But even if it weren't used at all, just the threat of it being used is sufficient sometimes to destabilize governments and make people rethink what they really want. So what I really want is keep children safe. And some of the terrorists, I call them DQSs or DOSs, disk operating systems, have on occasion, to test the water and test my metal, they want to see what I'm made of, since I, as an operations officer with CIA, am standing my ground most of the time regarding, pretty much everything. They sometimes invent scenarios to test the water, see what I will say, what I will do, test my tactics and strategies. I'm in Westlake Center. There's a new children's park. It has something that looks like a geodesic dome. Did you ever see that movie, Manhattan Project? Anyway, the Manhattan Project, Matthew Broderick invents a bomb based on a soccer ball design. So anyway, I'm here at the request of the CIA to aid possible law enforcement protection of this park here in the city, which is always under the gun because these motherfuckers are always trying something. The other day they wanted to push children in front of a truck or a bus, kill them. That was stopped. Even before that, they wanted to set off explosives on May 1st. That was stopped. But they're always trying something. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, isn't it? Like Mr. Rogers? Like Mr. Rogers, I have to smell the smell. One of the smells I smelled yesterday was the fact that someone had decided to pull out those old Russian hand grenades they've been saving for a special day and see if they can be used. That would pretty much fucking kill the fucking shopping season in Seattle for a while. Maybe for a decade. So anyway, I'm just in front of the one of the flagship Starbucks by an MR ambulance marked, well, I won't say. Anyway, I'm on the case. I'm looking around. Hopefully my presence will be enough to deter any activity that would be untoward. Also, I know this from the fact, if I can put this up on YouTube, then that's a good thing. If I can't, that means I still got work to do. Anyway, some of my best sources, of course, are dogs and birds and children. Children, of course, have a connection to the universe, to all things. In fact, children protect themselves better than anybody. They have a built-in intuitive grasp of the world. So according to what I've been told, there are two possible cells at work, underground anarchist cells at work in Westlake Center today, around 4:22 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And these cells are working to see if they can dream up something scary. That's what they really want, scary. Scary is their middle name. Scary. So I'm scared. I'm not going to be able to catch this one this time, but I never know. So, anyway, I believe, just based on my simple observation of traffic, that it's possible, even though that might be red herring, that they're not going to use their grenades in Westlake Center today, but maybe tomorrow. Based on pure instinctual observation. I know this because the President Obama, loves my ass. He says, Hannah, or whatever the fuck you call yourself, I love your ass. And he does. He loves my ass. Just like Ollie North said Reagan loved his ass. No goddamn idea what that means, really. Except it's kind of nasty, though. That's all I could say. So, the moral of the story is, let's just pretend that none of this really happened. It's all a dream. Anyway, there's angels and demons everywhere. A demon just peeked around my shoulder, peeked over my shoulder and looked at me and told me to get the fuck out of here. Some of the demons are on my side. Not many, but a few of them. The renegades. The ones that are the bulk of the demon army is, of course, for John. Fuck John. I mean, seriously, fuck John. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I gotta upload this if I can. Anyway, you be the judge. What is the AC? Of course, the AC is the Antichrist, or someone gifted with anomalous cognition. I prefer the latter, but the former is okay too. Anyway.